First of all, I would like to wish everyone a very happy Wildlife Week and welcome you to our second webinar. I'm Pratik Desai, co-founder and director of WCB Research Foundation. So during this Wildlife Week, we are celebrating with students and we identify different schools and different grades. So we visit these schools and conduct a small seminar regarding the wildlife education and awareness program. So as a part of this Wildlife Week, our second webinar is on Pixel with Purpose and with Mayank Judal. And he is a PhD scholar working on scavenger, especially on the vultures. He is a member and content developer at WCB Research Foundation. Mayank has expertise in a new AI tools and how can use them in wildlife conservation to spread awareness through social media. He will explain this in details. So I would like to welcome Mayank and request him to begin his talk. Thank you. Welcome, Mayank.
Yeah, thank you, Pratik. So let me just share my screen with you all. Can you see the screen?
Yes, visible.
Okay. So first of all, thank you everyone for joining today. I'll be talking about how in the age of digital social media and where connectivity has it at our fingertips, how we can use the graphic design or the visuals to spread our message, whether it is just information about wildlife or any cause such as wildlife conservation. So before I start my presentation on how to use the visuals or graphic design in the spreading the awareness, I will just quickly go through the evolution of information sharing, as it is information that we are sharing to people. So before the invention of print media, we have carvings on the stones and some leaves. In 1444, the print media was developed, and that changed the how we are accessing the information. In 5056, the first printing press was established in Goa. At that time, the access of information was limited, mainly in form of books or newspapers, and the information was very scarce and not easily accessible to everyone. So people are spending more time reading books, reading newspaper to gain information and to on the track what is happening around the world and in India. So mainly there is a lack of options in at that time. In 1927, the invention of television has changed this. The information which was in the form of papers is transported into the digital format. And in 1955, in India, Doordarshan was established. After that, in 1991, the invention of internet has changed the society completely. In 1955, the internet was given to the public use in India. So the invention of web has changed everything. There is more information, quicker access, and the information is just as at your fingertips. And in 2004, the social media network was invented. So people are connecting you through Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. So they can share information very quickly, far away. Like a person in India can share information to a person in USA. So this changed how we are accessing the information, and this enabled us to quickly and effectively spread the awareness about wildlife or information about wildlife. So in 2060, as we all know, Geo is introduced in India. It was fast and very cheap. So that revolutionized the how we Indians are using the internet. In around the globe, 65% of the population is using the internet, and out of them, 700 millions were Indian users after the introduction of Geo. And 92% of people which are using internet are accessing it through the mobile devices such as our smartphones. And in India, surprisingly, we people are using mobiles. Like 96% of people are using mobiles to access the internet. And talking about the social media, are like around 4.76 billion users are active throughout the world, and out of that, 450 million people are on the social media. So as you can see that the internet, the cheap and fast internet has changed how we are connecting and how we are sharing this information, which has connected us very fast and very quickly. And like we say that great with great responsibility, great power comes great responsibility, in which such way with great internet comes a very good morning message of uncles. So this is a good that we are connecting, but there is a new problem, that is the attention span problem. In this information rich age, there is a lot of content available through the internet, through the social media. So, like in the particular day, like people are going through 10,000 to 60,000 different contents. So people are quickly moving on, and if that content is not engaging. In a recent study showed that in 2023, the average attention span of humans is like 8.25 seconds, which is less than a goldfish, which has a memory of just 10 seconds. So you can see that the attention span has drastically reduced. So it is utmost important that we catch the attention of user, whether it is through the social media, through the internet, or just a physical. So that where comes the graphic design. Graphic design is not just like you have to be professional or like very good visuals. It is just a creating a visual content to communicate a message. And graphic design is, and such as like visuals such as photos, illustrations are why they are working. First one is that they are, it is a universal language. A people from a person from Africa or person from Gujarat can understand a photo. There is no language barrier between them. Second one, that the people process visual faster than text. We can we can like so memorize a whole movie, each and every dialogue, each and every scene. But when it comes to the text, we can't do that, because we can process visuals faster, and we like 80% of visuals where what we see we can memorize it, as compared to the text which can be like 20% of the text we can memorize in first try. Third one is that the visuals evoke emotions and they inspire actions. So this is the like classic example how visuals are powerful. We have, in left side we have information about sloth bears, and in the right side we have information it in a visual way. I know that most of you will have on your eyes on the second one, like sloth bears in the visuals. So that is where visual comes. They capture attention quickly and more effectively. If I want to spread like tell you about sloth bears, you will never read this whole much paragraph. But in just like 5 or 6 seconds, you can go through this entire slide. So that's where the visuals come in place. Second one is that they connect us to emotions. A photo can evoke joy in such case of elephants, worry like that polar bear is on the just small block of ice. In all, like there are bioluminescent algae and organisms, and inspire us, like there are two rangers protecting a rhino. So they connect people through emotions, and it is always good that emotions were evoked, that way people will involve in this such things. Third one is like they are effective in raising awareness and driving actions. We don't want just to tell them this is happening. We want them that they will memorize, that it will be memorable from them. Like I can say that black rhino population is like 5% of what it was in 1970s. People will like, okay, 5%. They will know they will not visualize it how drastically they have changed. But in the left side, I have highlighted just 5 rhinos out of hundreds. That will, you can remember that, like, okay, how much the rhinos have declined. So it will create urgency in your mind, and it will be memorable for a long time as compared to the text. So this in previous we have talked like how graphic designing is changing the conservation or information sharing. So you, if you want to design but you don't know where to start, this is what I have learned through the last past 2 years. first and foremost is design inspiration. We want to create, like I want to create a poster of different species found in my area, but I don't know how to present them. So that's where Pinterest, Behance, or Instagram pages of like big NGOs like WWF or WII or National Geographic comes in place. This is the Pinterest. As you can see, they are providing lots of different templates for the designs, whether it is a poster or a post. So based on that, you can choose like okay, I want this, so I will choose this type of design. This is just for the base. I don't saying that you can just copy and paste it. I will not encourage that. Be creative. So after that, we have finalized design. Okay, I want to make design like this. Next comes the content. It is most important. Always, I think, always fact check your information and use information from reliable sources. If you are talking about wildlife or nature, go through the IUCN Red List website, UNEP, or some peer-reviewed research papers. Because in this fast age of internet connectivity, information can spread quickly as well as misinformation. And I say in quotation that misinformation with good intention can undermine the efforts and cause the unintended harm to the species. So I will always encourage you to fact check the information you are using. So you have find the content. This is the IUCN website. If you want to make a post or flyer or poster about the any particular species, you can just search its name. It will give you scientific name, its current conservation status, its population, its distribution, all you need for that. And it is very reliable. It is assessed by the scientists, so it is very reliable information. So after that, you have finalized the content, you have finalized how you want to present it. That next comes the right, choosing the right images or graphics. As I have told that images or graphics will capture the attention and evoke the emotions. So you just first you have to find the images what you want to use. So there are some flip platforms such as an Unsplash or Canva, from where you can use images. In free plan, you can choose somewhat like limited images, but if you have a premium plan, you can use lot of images. And that there is a professional stock images website such as Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, which are all obviously paid, but if you want, you can use them. And I I will encourage you to copyright or attribute that who is the owner of this. So always check the licensing if any person has the credit of this photograph, and if the photograph is of another people, always try to credit the photographer or the source if required. If you have subscription of any software like Canva, they are providing you images. So if you are a premium user, you can use these images without giving them the credit because you are paying for that content, so which includes the copyright and CC for to you. So when you are choosing images, select the images which are high quality and relevant to what you are conveying in your post or the flyer. So choose images that immediately draw attention to the problem. Consider what emotion you want to convey, such as in the first image of elephant, it shows the urgency of like they are approaching human habitats. Second one, the rhino is shows empathy, like they are raising them. And the last one, which is my favorite, vultures are releasing in the wild, which shows hope that there is a future for them. So always use images that you want, what that will convey your message, what you are trying to say. So this is do and don't for the images. Choose images in the natural habitat. Avoid images of animals in the captivity or in distress. Show the conservation success stories, like they are doing this work and it is affecting or it is making a positive impact on the society. And always try to avoid the images in which the people are handling wild animals, although they are rescuing these and those animals. I highly discourage you to use such images because you want to convey the message like, okay, they are helping the animal, but it can, like miss message, like people will think, okay, we can handle the animal, they are handling it, we can handle it too. So avoid there such kind of images, and don't only focus on negative imagery, like animal is dying, animal is in distress, habitat is destroyed. Although people will connect to it, they will feel empathy for that, but if you just repeatedly use negative imagery, they will like uh, show less emotions to that problem, so it will not work in long term. So we have finalized all the content, photos, what we want to do. So this is the where Canva comes. There are other platforms such as Adobe Express or Photoshop, but those are bit complicated, and you have to pay for them. So I will encourage you to use Canva. It is free to use. It has lots of templates for poster infographics, like you want to make a flyer, a banner, or a social media post about any species or that. And although it is free, it is providing you templates, but it will look professional. The bottom one is rainforest ecosystem. It is a PPT slide which is all available on the Canva, so you can get the idea how Canva can be used for that. So you are putting all the content in the Canva, finalizing design. So when you are finalizing design, just keep these three things in mind. First one, I always say that less is more. Focus on one message at a time. Don't overcrowd the pamphlet or flyer or a post. People have already a less attention span, so we don't want the post or our message to be overcrowded. We want like simple, like save tigers or such that. So second one is the choosing the right colors. I have seen some great posts, but with the colors mismatching. So always choose the colors which are complemented each other. Choose contrasting color in which you can see the text clearly. And I will encourage you to use colors.com. It is a free website, and in which you can find different color palettes for each of your needs. This is just an example of a color palette. So use those colors accordingly, and try to use colors same throughout the post. If you are like making a carousel post of 10 different slides, so use same colors in each of them, so it will maintain the attention. If you are changing colors like in second slide, then the colors are changing in the last slide, so it will not be pleasing to the people. And finally, wisely choose the fonts which are really readable, and don't use too much fonts, like you are choosing 5 or 6 different fonts, it will not look good. Always choose like two or three maximum different styles, and which are complementing each other. Like people are using that cursive fonts which will look good, but it will not readable. So try to use fonts which are complemented to each other and which can be read easily. So all the tips I have shared before, this is the perfect example of that. This is a stop animal poaching campaign by WWF. They have not used any animal in distress, like rhino with horn cut, elephant with its tusk removed, or a dead tiger. They have just used simple images of those animals, and they have showed a clear message. This will convey a message very effectively. So in the end, if you want to create a design, just keep these two things in mind. First one is the accuracy of the information you are putting in the. Always fact check the information. Always try to avoid the misinformation, because it will tarnish your credibility. And always try to make any post or flyer emotionally appealing. This will goes for the social media post, or just a flyer. If you are a teacher, you are making a flyers for students, that will go with that. So this is my favorite image of WCB, like how we are using this graphic designing to convey our message of coexistence and wildlife conservation. Or as you all know, that children are very likely to go through the photos than the text. So we are using more photos, more visuals to engage those childrens. This is the our small pocket booklet about the sloth bears. It is in a regional language of Gujarati. Childrens, which are the next generation, which are responsible for the conservation of the any habitat or any species, they are attracted to such kind of visuals. So use this type of content if you are planning to do so. In social media, we are trying to spread awareness about the species or the threats they face, and information which is not easily people can just like people will go through the text, but the such kind of designs will grab their attentions. So we are at WCB doing so in every day, like in Vulture Awareness Day, a Lion Day, or a Leopard Day. So at last, I will just finish my presentation, and at last, I will say that your visuals can make a difference. Just start creating, start conserving. It is not like that your design would like to always look like expert. Just start. I am still learning. So yeah, with that, I'll finish my presentation. Hope everybody has understood it. Just oh, okay.
Mayank, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I don't have a question, but I have a suggestion.
Yes, sir.
If your screen is there and you are sharing your screen,
Yes, sir.
quickly, can you show that how you are making a
Sir, your voice is cutting.
post, like how you are using? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Which slide, sir?
So I just want to say that can you? No, I don't want to see any slide. I just want
Okay,
to
sir.
like some basic steps.
Okay. So I have put those basic steps, but in different slides.
You are
Yeah.
still not getting me.
So,
I'm saying that open the Canva and make one post so everyone of us can see that how
oh,
you are making posts, how you are selecting colors, how you are selecting images, how you are putting up the message. That I want to see.
okay, sir. Just let me open the Canva. Let me share my screen with you all. Is screen visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the typical UI of Canva. Like you want to create
Yes.
a post for Instagram or a YouTube banner or a flyer. So you can just start with create design. It will give you different options what size you want to, like there is different aspect ratio for different things. So we will start with Instagram post. Okay. So in this side we have design sections. There are a lot of pre-made templates for which you can use. So like we want to make one post for wildlife. So as you can see, there are a lot of different templates available. So like we will just choose World Wildlife Day. Okay. So you can just if you are not having any experience of how to make a good post, you can just change the content in this. Like this design, you can change your this message, you can change it. There are these elements you can change it. But if you want to start from the scratch, there are elements available here, which are the content or the graphics which we are putting in here. So I want a image for like sloth bear. So I will just type sloth bear. In graphics, they will like give you illustrations. Obviously, it will not understand that sloth bears and sloths are different. So in photos, there are a lot of photos. From you can choose any photo you want. So I'll just like choose this photo. We will make post for like World Sloth Bear Day. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, Mayank.
Okay. So we have
Mayank, these all things are available in the free version also of Canva?
no, that crown you see here,
Yeah.
the images with crowns are for the premium users, but there are images for the non-premium users too. You can use them, like here it is. So if you have a pro version, it is like not that expensive. Canva is not that expensive. You can subscribe to them and you can use all the images in the library. So after choosing the images, like you want to add a text in that. So just go to that text box. It will just give you a text box to write whatever you want, like World Sloth Bear Day. Mouse is not working. Okay. Here there are different fonts you can use. I generally use fonts which are easily readable, such as like Montserrat. You can just make them bold and do whatever you want in the post. लाइव डेमो में थोड़ा ऐसा होगा क्योंकि थोड़ा प्रेशर आ गया है, तो मैं अच्छी डिजाइन अभी नहीं बना सकता, सॉरी। बट टिपिकल वर्कफ्लो इनका ऐसा ही होता है। आप इमेजेस सिलेक्ट करो, आप टेक्स्ट सिलेक्ट करो, इधर एलिमेंट्स में आपके पास बहुत सारे डिफरेंट ऑप्शन होंगे। सच एज आपको चलो डालना है कि कॉन्टेक्ट अस, तो जस्ट टाइप कॉन्टेक्ट, वो आपको उसके अकॉर्डिंगली जो भी है एलिमेंट्स वो आपको देगा। सो टिपिकली यही वर्कफ्लो होता है। ट्रायल एंड एरर में करता हूँ, चूज करता हूँ कलर्स, डिफरेंट कलर्स की, सच एज ए वाइट बैकग्राउंड है तो वही वाइट में थोड़ा डार्क कलर हो जो कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग हो, वो इजीली दिखेगा। यू कांट जस्ट यूज लाइक जो कलर एकदम ही सच एज ग्रे है, ये ब्लू है, इतने अच्छे नहीं लगते। तो कलर चूज करो, और कलर चूज करने के लिए इधर कैनवा में भी एक अच्छी चीज है कि इधर जो आप डिजाइन में जाते हो तो वहां पे स्टाइल्स है। It is not loading. Yeah. तो इधर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कलर्स और जो फॉन्ट्स के कॉम्बिनेशन अवेलेबल है, तो आप अकॉर्डिंगली चूज कर सकते हो। जस्ट सिंपल एक क्लिक करते हो तो पूरे फॉन्ट्स और पूरा कलर सब कुछ चेंज हो जाता है। हम जस्ट उसके ऊपर क्लिक करते रहो तो फॉन्ट्स और कलर सब कुछ अकॉर्डिंगली चेंज करता रहेगा। तो ये ट्रायल और एरर का है, आप जस्ट गो थ्रू करते रहिए, आपको जो सबसे बढ़िया लगे वो आप सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो।